Swayam Prabha. Digital India. Educated India.
Good afternoon. I'm Arup Mukherjee, and we are from Aruna Social Ventures. So to begin with, Aruna Social Ventures is our company is looking at tackling socio-economic problems through sustainable business solutions. So we try and integrate both the benefits of the corporate sector along with the social sector. And we are talking about not just business solutions for profit purposes, but to create social impact as well. So today we are here to discuss our platform, a digital platform for the low-income communities with a specific focus on low-income communities, where we are looking at sourcing products from these communities, especially handcrafted products, curated handcrafted products, and helping them connect with market linkages on that. Going forward, so why this thought? So in terms of the opportunity that we see, as on date, there's the population size is about 200 million of the entire low-income community in India. So that is a possible seller base that we are looking at. Out of which, even if we look at 50% of that, which is about 100 million, so that's the kind of onboarding capacity that we can look at in terms of employment generation or entrepreneurship generation. Besides that, we have, in addition to that rather, we have 63 million nano and micro enterprises, which are again not able to reach out to a pan-India audience because of geographic limitations. So that's again a possible seller base for us, which can be onboarded onto our platform. Alongside that, what we see as a major bottleneck for growth for these nano and micro enterprises is that they are able to sell their products locally within their community, but they are not able to move beyond that because they are unable to connect with the markets beyond their geographical area. And plus, if we look at the overall impact in terms of the social impact, as per the data, just by bringing in the women who are in home-based enterprises into the mainstream economy, we can add up to about 27% to the GDP of the nation. So there's a huge potential for a social impact as well through this project. So what is it which is stopping these individuals, these communities from undertaking or reaching out to a larger audience today? First is the limited access to markets, that they are, even if they are manufacturing some products, they are unable to reach out to a larger audience, which obviously leads to limited visibility for their products, which affects their reach, their sales, and the quality of the products, because they are not able to reach out to a discerning audience which can value their product and enable them to grow. And if you look at the conventional, the model, the hub and spoke model, the offline sales model, that's fairly resource intensive in terms of financial resources, human resources. So obviously that is not an area which they can undertake or they can get into. So the current approach that they are adopting is that they are able to sell their products in their gali mohalla, in their colony, but not go beyond that. So their potential is not, they are not able to fulfill that potential. So as a solution to that problem, we are talking about this digital marketplace, which is going to focus primarily on the low-income communities, enable them to get onboarded and reach out to a pan-India audience as well as overseas audience. The competition or where we are seeing ourselves being placed is that we have the players like Amazon, the big players like Amazon, Flipkart, Meesho. So we are looking at placing ourselves somewhere in the middle of that, where we are talking about the scale of an Amazon or a Flipkart. We are talking about reaching out to the tier 2, tier 3 cities like Meesho, And we are looking at handcrafted, curated products like platform like iTokri. So it's a combination of all of that that we are looking at in our marketplace. So why the solution today? Because with the tech industry booming, there is a lot of development happening. There are lots of jobs which are being created, but unfortunately, there's a large section of the population which is being left out because they don't have the technical knowledge nor the resources to tap that segment, nor get jobs for that matter. So that number is growing, and that's the segment that we need to really tackle and to engage them into some kind of economic activity. So there is a need for that. There is the availability of the back end. In the back end, we have the broadband, the internet services, which is available pan-India. And there's a growing consumer interest in handcrafted products. India is one of the largest markets for online sales. And so altogether, this is just the right time for us to go into a marketplace platform. So this is typically the customer persona that we are looking at. Individuals from these low-income communities, adults, women, youth, and who are aspirational, who would like to grow their businesses and get onboarded onto the marketplace. Then the overall market size that we are looking at is a TAM of 200 million, a SAM of 100 million, which is about 50% of that. And we are looking at a very conservative figure as of now, which is about 0.3% of the obtainable market, which is about 3 lakhs.
Yours is an inventory-led model or it's an aggregation model?
Right now, it's an aggregation. Initially, we are looking at the aggregation model. We are not looking at inventory or the warehousing model.
And you have already launched your website, or what stage you are?
Presently, we are, this is actually in the ideation stage. So we will be starting off with this. So what we are pitching for here is the initial, at the idea stage to develop the
And what's your background?
We have been, actually, this is not the first, the business model that we have. We have Aruna Social Ventures is about 3 years old now. We have a social impact center in West Delhi, and our office is in Mohun Cooperative Industrial Area. We are working with the low-income communities there in an offline mode. So we are training them, we are training the women to become entrepreneurs, and we are helping them develop their enterprises in an offline mode. So that's how we have arrived at this idea of developing a marketplace for them so that more number of people can be onboarded. And this entire thing came because both of us, we are the co-founders. So for about the last 30 odd years, we've been in the corporate and the social sector. We've seen the need for livelihoods, sustainable livelihoods, incomes.
So I will interrupt you there. So you are trying to build an NGO or a profitable company?
This is entirely...
Or you want to be a non-profitable organization?
No, this is a for-profit venture. As I said, that we are trying to merge the best practices of business with that of the social sector. So not pure, not just looking at only the top line and the bottom line, but also looking at the social impact side. So that's the element we are trying to bring in here.
Thank you. Other panels.
So does the platform take care of the merchandising, the logistics, and all of the listings for the seller?
Yeah, we will be outsourcing that. What we are looking at here in the platform is that we'll be onboarding these individuals. Plus, we will be giving them business knowledge as well so that they can improve their products, they can understand about branding, etc. The logistics will be outsourced to a logistics company which will take care of the logistics part. This is the initial phase, because otherwise it will be a very complicated kind of a marketplace that we'll be looking at. So the payments, of course, will be taken care of by the bank. So we are looking at onboarding them, giving them a platform to sell their products. Once they receive the orders, they will be supplying, the deliveries will happen through the logistics part.
How much commission will be charging from for all these services?
There are 3 elements to the entire revenue model that we are looking at. One is the onboarding charge. The second is the transaction fees. And the third is the promotional charges whenever they are looking at scaling up and doing some promotions there. So it will be a nominal charge that we are looking at for the onboarding, which will be about, we are looking at right now about 500 rupees per individual to get onboarded. And the transaction fees will be in the range of 5 to 10%.
How much money you would require in next 1 year to build it?
We have calculated 1.5 CR for 18 months. Thank you so much. Right.